If you missed the big winners we've had in the past few weeks, don't worry. We've got a whole bunch more, starting with the 4 we're showing you today. Let's jump into the video right now. Just remember that all the materials we do present are for training purposes. Traders should always paper trade any new method prior to the risk of their own personal capital, and then past performance is not necessarily an indication or a promise of future performance. But wait a second now, we've got three top stocks today and a leveraged ETF that you're going to want to see all 4 of these entities. And I'm going to get started with one of Anil's. So tell us what's going on with 4.
Or again, the way I pick it, it's meet by one of the strongest screen, and 4 is if you look at from IBD viewpoint, it's still in base with a very strong accumulation distribution and up down volume ratio, and it's 12% to pivot. So if things go according to plan, the 10 to 12% is easy, then it'll probably falter a little bit.
Okay.
And that's the reason I picked it.
Excellent. So are you buying right now? Are you buying off the 8-day? What?
Actually, I got in yesterday.
Well, that's okay, because it is bound. It's so respecting the 8-day moving average. And I just remind everybody also, Anil, do you take like at the beginning of the month or the end of the month, do you go back and look at the monthly charts to see how something's performing?
Yes, usually I take a look at the monthly chart just about every week.
Okay. And so check this out, folks, is that look at this nice, huge, I mean, this is huge, bullish engulfing pattern on 4. And so it is basically giving you what's called a doji sandwich this week, at least start off of the month. But again, this is the first day of December, so we can't really tell what's going on with that candlestick right there. So, of course, I would be looking for a little bit of a pullback, but yeah, this is great right where it's at or off the 8. So let's take a look at, I'm going to walk in harm's way here because many of our premium members know that we actually did a trade on Futu earlier last week. The first level of defense did not hold. However, it has come down and is striking its rear end off of another level of support. And the lesson I have for this particular, and again, that level of support is down at this level right there. And the lesson I have with this is just because you get stopped out of a particular position does not mean that your analysis was necessarily faulty. It just didn't hold at the initial level of support that you're anticipated doing. Futu, not all that great. It's got a 91 comp. It's got an up-down ratio of 1 and a B minus. It's people are buying it. But what has attracted me to Futu, and I'll give you exactly what that is as I switch back to the weekly chart here. What attracted me to this one, Anil, is that it is operating in a really nice trading range. And we had this, and so the trading range is about there. And I'll go ahead and when you're drawing a trading range, draw it on the longer term chart. So you can see that right about there. That's that's the bottom of the range. And then we can go up here. And I want to count where I'm getting at least 3 or 4 tops in there. So there's the top of the range. So now that we're all the way back down here, how would I potentially trade this? It's because I'm getting a lot of positives on this. My TSI now is down towards the bottom and starting to turn back up. If we close where we're at right now, I have a bullish in a bullish piercing line, which is the cousin to a bullish engulfing pattern. And I had a 2-line cluster yesterday on the market forecast. So what I'd be looking at doing is if I get a pullback into the middle third of that candle right there, or maybe a little bit lower, I would basically look to put in an order at that place. My stop loss would be immediately below this level, because if this structure here is to maintain stay in effect, we shouldn't drop below that line very much. And so that's my choice for the day. It's a special circumstance kind of stock in that, yeah, it's been on a lot of IBD watch lists and all that kind of stuff. However, it is doing this horizontal move. And the beauty about this, and let me share it with you really quick, is this range from this low side here. Let me grab it right. Let me grab it right there. Up to the high is about 20%. So on something that's moving like that, if I can pick up 15% of it, I'm sitting there going, this is red hot. What's your thoughts on Futu?
So looks excellent. Where would you exactly put your stop here?
On my stop, I'll give you a number. Probably at, let's see, not probably. My low there is at 52.17. So I would drop my stop loss, keep it really tight. I would drop my stop loss down to 51.84.
Okay, so it's really, really tight.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Now, the other question I want to ask myself, though, is if I got in here and it dropped down to the, yeah, see the other thing I could do is I could take a little bit larger potential loss or a larger potential stop loss, but take a smaller position. However, because of the pattern that it's the structure that it's already in, it should not close or take out that particular low right there. Should not, if it's going to maintain the structure.
And you'll go with a full position here?
Oh, sure. Yeah, because my stop loss is going to be probably about 2%.
Yep. Looks
And then
good.
what I'll do is I would then sell almost the total position back up here at the top. I wouldn't be doing my regular 30%, 50%, 20%. I'd be looking to, if I can get 15 to 18% of that move. Next stock is, so you're going to go, you sure you're going to go with this?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Boeing.
Yeah, and the reason I'm going with Boeing is it has a weekly triple screen signal, and it's
Okay.
in S&P. And as I said, when a weekly signal comes, usually it stays for a long time. And this one has accumulation distribution rating of A,
Right.
an up-down volume ratio of 2.0. So somebody's buying it heavily. And I looked into, did some research, and Boeing has lots of new orders.
Yes, they do.
And so therefore, I have some confidence in it. So
I like that. And isn't it interesting how it came down and hit the 50% retracement line and then bounced, dropped below it a little bit, but then took back off on the weekly chart. I like that. Now, are you buying right now?
Yeah, I'll probably buy it today, about
Okay.
3 o'clock-ish.
And then what kind of a stop loss will you hold on that?
I'll put usually 5 to 6% somewhere.
Okay, yeah, that works. That works. And just let's take a real quick look. Let's take a little bit of time. Let's take a real quick look over here at the monthly. What is the monthly telling us? Oh yeah, the monthly is telling us that we've done some consolidation here, and if we break out of this level here at the 270, 280 level, well, be looking for the move back up to 338 or higher. You're not going to believe this next one. The oil exploration guys to keep going. I don't know if you read the article from Warren Buffett, but Buffett is finding some oil exploration issues or good stuff going on over in the Permian Basin. And so we have been, full disclosure, we follow this one continuously on the AutoPilot trading system service. And we are currently actually in a position here on Gush. However, it continues to show us where the buyers are coming in. The buyers are coming in on this about $33. We have earlier today, we had a larger candlestick. We almost broke out above the 20-day moving average, but it's definitely consolidating. And we've got a 2-line cluster that happened a couple of days ago. And I have the TSI, the True Strength Index momentum shifted to the upside. This is what I'm looking for. So I would basically be a buyer somewhere between 33.20 to all the way down to maybe $33. My stop loss at that point will be down below this swing low, and that's going to be about a 4%. Let me give you a number here. That's going to be about a 4.5% stop loss if I take it down slightly below that level right there. And if we in turn do get filled there, then my upside target on this was going to be, I'd have two of them, one at 17.39 and the other one up here about that level there, $41, $42, which would be about a 26% return. I'm finding that the XOP's leverage ETF, Anil, are giving us really good moves that if we can time them properly.
One question on, not on this one, going back to Futu.
Yeah.
One quick question. You usually do not pick comp rating 91 or something.
No, I normally don't. That's why I said that's a special circumstance.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
want my comp rating to be over typically 95 or better. Now, and that is a special circumstance in that it keeps repeating that pattern.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so that is more or less a technical approach. And what about anything on Gush?
No, I got nothing more on Gush.
Okay. Here's the question. You can lay down in the comment section, which one of these caught your eye most? That you might go, I may want to look at that over the weekend. Trading success is isn't built overnight. It's built by a step-by-step process. Oftentimes, traders can get hung up on this, well, I'm not getting it now. And the process may take 90 days. Did you know that? It may take 90 days to get to the place where you can feel comfortable in what you're doing. But isn't the investment of 90 days worth of training well worth it? It leads you to the rest of your trading life, you're profitable. I'm so excited. The print edition of the Trade Your Way to Freedom book is out. It is on Amazon. There is the link. The other thing that I'm really excited about, Anil, is it came out a few days ago and it's already number 2 on the new release list. And so I'm going, yeah, because we've done like no advertising, no nothing, just a lot of really great friends out there who are putting up some really great comments and searching for this. And, if you have one of our, pre-ordered books where it's a ebook, you can still go over to Amazon, leave a comment there and just say, hey, we got this directly from the author. We got our copy directly from the author. Anil, I want to thank you particularly because I knew you did one of the reviews for the book, and so it's going very well. So,
as I said before, it's one of the best book, really.
Thank you, sir.